Hello everyone, I just wanted to make a quick video about a small change in 2.0 to the defense class that has a huge impact. This is also a repost of the original video. The original had a few errors, so sorry for any confusion. I noticed while grinding that my metal refused to stack higher than about 500. Now if I have both toughen and refreshment, usually I can stack metal to 3000 very quickly, so for a minute I thought maybe something was broken. But here's what's actually going on. In the patch notes, we were told Bull Rush would deal damage equal to 50% of all stacked metal. What they didn't say is that Bull Rush now also consumes all metal. This is actually pretty big because it means if you're using Shield Slam and Bull Rush as part of your rotation, you will now be unable to stack metal high enough to make effective use of Boastful Roar or Revitalizing Cheer. If you are a ranged or magic class that doesn't really use Bull Rush often, then you'll still be able to stack metal for your other abilities. But if you're melee, you pretty much need to make a choice now between Bull Rush or your two shouts. Now, this is an easy choice for me because ever since 1.7, I've actually thought about dropping Roar and Cheer anyway. For PvP situations, they were good when everyone had about 25% less HP, but now they just don't seem to do enough. Though, as Drimlock pointed out, Cheer removes a debuff now, so that will probably be its main purpose. Shrug It Off boosts the damage and healing of those abilities, but I typically want to save Shrug It Off as a defensive move, either to break out of crowd control or reduce incoming magic damage. I rarely ever feel like I have the opportunity in PvP to use Shrug It Off with a fully stacked Roar or Cheer. Now it's true that Roar is still okay for the slow, but it doing no damage basically cuts its overall usefulness in half, and I've never really relied on the slow from Roar anyway. Something that Gamers Overnight pointed out was that using Readout gives quite a bit of metal, so a valid strategy would be to Readout and Roar right at the start of the battle. Fortress now also gives metal, so it may be worth using. For PvE situations, on the other hand, I think Roar and Cheer are far more useful. Obviously you want to pick up Roar for the taunt, and I know Cheer saved me from death more than once if my healer was a little slow. At the same time, when fighting bosses, you're going to be using Bull Rush for its threat generation, not its damage. Now, what this also means is you probably don't need as much metal generation to begin with, so you don't need both Toughen and Refreshment. And since you're spending so many fewer points in defense, you're probably not going to pick up Bear's Vigor or Ursine Roar. So tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think Roar and Cheer are still worth taking? Maybe there's something I've overlooked. And sorry for such a short video, but this was just something itching in the back of my mind, so I felt like I had to speak about it. I should have a new video up in a few days. It's going to be a quick review of another game I've been playing a little on the side. So that's all for now. I'm Cothrix, and thanks for watching.